Hi everyone. Today we're gonna do all of my key collection today. So don't worry about Watchy. So sorry, that's my brother. So we're gonna do a video about all of my car keys. So we're gonna go all through them. Like one to here, one to here, one to here, one to here, one to here. One. Alright, now let's go ahead and get started. Now we have these early keys. Let's start with Ford. So we have these very old ones first. So we have a Ford F-150 key. See? Here. A Ford, that goes to a Ford Taurus. That one goes to a Ford Taurus as well. Now moving on to these Blake keys. They come out, I guess, in the mid-10s or 09s or 08s or whatever that is. So let's go ahead and get started. So we have a Mustang GT, a Ford Fusion 2010, and a Ford Escape. Alright, now we have these extra smart key fobs and two or flip key fobs that they came out from the 2011s. So yeah, so let's go ahead and get started. So we have a 2011 20 Ford Fusion, a 2015 Ford Fusion, and a 2015 another 2015 Ford Fusion, and a 2013 Ford Edge. Alright, now let's start with General Motors. General Motors is lots from own companies as Buick, Chevrolet, GMC, and Cadillac. They have all kinds of like that.
Oh my gosh, finally.
So, let's start. So, here we all have is a 93 old Cutlass. So, and we have a Chevrolet Camaro, a Chevrolet Corvette.
I hope one of the owners don't join and start.
Alright, this one's a Saturn L Series key. We have a Chevrolet Tahoe key, a Chevrolet Cobalt key, then a GMC Acadia key, and a Cadillac Escalade key, and a remote for a Chevrolet Cobalt, and that goes to a Chevrolet Tahoe, and it does have remote start. And here we have a 2016 Chevrolet Cruze. So cool. Anyways, let's continue. 2016 Chevrolet Cruze.
Well, one of my friends, that's one of my friends' house.
Blake key.
He's in my other
We have a Buick Encore key. A Buick Encore key.
No, that's
and then we have a Chevrolet Silverado or Colorado key. And we have a Chevrolet Tahoe key. Logo. And that's a Cadillac ST Escalade key. And there's a laser cut key right here. And then we have a 2018 Chevrolet Cruze. Alright, that's all for General Motors. Alright, so moving on to Mercedes. I don't own Mercedes keys, but I only have 4. So let's go ahead and get started. So first we have an old 90s to Mercedes E-Class key. We have a 2009 Mercedes E-Class key. And then we have these both keys that they came out from 2010s through 18s, I guess. So let's go ahead and get started. So we have a 2014 Mercedes GLB key. GLC key. Yeah. There's no laser cut key in there. And this one goes to a 2015 Mercedes CO 4MATIC. And it does have a laser cut key right here. And also, that's all for Mercedes. Alright. Now let's head on to random keys. So let's go ahead and get started. So we have a BMW 2 Series key.
Oh, where are them?
See what it looks like.
Oh my gosh.
And also, This is a 2015 BMW L Series key. Very nice. Now we have a Mitsubishi spare key. And we have a Mitsubishi Galant key. The light does flash up. And it does flash up at night. And we have a Volkswagen Jetta key. A Volkswagen Jetta key. And we have a Audi A Series key. A Audi 4 Series key. And we have a Porsche, and we have a newer Porsche key. And then we have a Fiat 500 key, and it's a flip key. And we have a Fiat 500X key. Panic, alright. And then we have a Volvo V60 key, whatever I want to call it. Yeah, and there's buttons on the side. Yeah. Alright, now moving on to Honda and Acura. So let's get started. So first, these both goes to a Honda Civic. This goes to an Acura TSX. This car goes to a 2006 Civic Coupe. These both goes to, this one goes to a Honda Accord, and this one goes to a Honda Pilot. And both of that?
No.
This goes to a 2007 Accord EX. This one goes to a 2014 Honda CR-V key with all that stuff. And now we have, that's a 2016 Honda Accord Hybrid key. A 2017 Honda Accord key. A 2018 Honda Civic Touring key. A 2020 Honda Accord Touring key. A 2024 Honda Accord key. And then a 2022 Honda Pilot key. And then we have an Acura T RDX. And that's all for Honda. Alright, moving on to Dodge, Chrysler, Jeep, and Ram. So all we have is a Dodge Ram that came from the late 90s. And now we have a 2009 Chrysler Town & Country, Pacifica key. It's really old. I don't like the buttons facing how they are.
No, I actually don't.
So, we have a Jeep Commander key, Grand Cherokee key. And this key says number 1. This key, I don't know what kind of key it goes to. This key goes to a Jeep Patriot. That goes to a 2009 Jeep Grand Jeep Wrangler. And that goes to a Jeep 2014 Jeep Wrangler. That goes to a 2009 Chrysler Town & Country. That goes to a battery program key fob, so it has no logo. And also we have a 2015 Jeep Grand Cherokee key with remote start. That's nice. And also we have a 2017 the Chrysler Pacifica from 2017. And then we have a Jeep Wrangler key with remote start.
Ow! Oh my god.
Alright, that wraps it up for Dodge, Chrysler, Jeep, and Ram. Alright, moving on to Nissan. Alright, all we have here is a 2004 Nissan Altima key. That goes to a Nissan Frontier key, a Nissan Quest key, and this goes to a Nissan Versa Note, a 2014 key. That's nice. And this, there we go. This one goes to a Nissan Sentra Quest key. Again, this key goes to a Nissan Rogue, I guess. That key goes to a Nissan Altima. That key goes to a Nissan Maxima. These both goes to Rogues. That's a 2021 Nissan Rogue, and that's a 2022 Nissan Pathfinder. That wraps it up for Nissan. So, coming down here, we have a Toyota. So, like that right here, Toyota, Mazda, and Lexus. So all we have here is a Toyota Camry key. It has no remote, so yeah. But here it is. All that we have here is a Toyota Sequoia 2005, Sequoia Limited, and here we have a RAV4 key. A RAV4 key.
Hello? Is my thing not working?
Toyota RAV4 key.
Oh my gosh.
And this one goes to a 2009 Corolla. And this one goes to a 2010 Corolla. And this goes to a 2009 Prius. This one also goes to a 2009 Prius with a laser cut key. And also with the 2009 Toyota Prius key. And also here's a 2011 Highlander key, a Camry, a 2011 Camry, and that's
on the server it says no cheating.
It's a Toyota Highlander key, and that's a Toyota Camry key. And here we have this a Mazda. This is a Mazda 6. Lock unlock, truck release, panic, and a foot plate key. This is a Mazda CX-5 key with a laser cut key. And we have a Lexus GX5 450 key. And that's how, and that wraps it up for Toyota, Mazda, and Lexus. Alright, now moving on to Hyundai and Kia. All we have here is a Hyundai Elantra. This was my first Hyundai key that I had. So all we have is lock on, and panics on the side, front. Next we have a Hyundai remote key. Very nice. Now we have a Hyundai Santa Fe 2013, and then we have a 2012 Hyundai Santa Fe key, and then we have a 2018 Hyundai Elantra GT key. This one goes to a 2014 Kia Soul. And that wraps it up for Kia. Alright. Now, moving up to Subaru. All we have here is a Subaru Legacy key. This came from the 1990s. And we got our aftermarket remote, Subaru remote. And we got a Subaru key. Very nice. So we have a Subaru old-fashioned key. I don't know what it's go to, but just the way how it looks. Alright, so all that we have here is a 20 Subaru Outback key. And there's no panic here. And here's a Subaru Legacy key. Yeah. so nice. And we have another legacy key. Yeah.
That's the only Minecraft I have though.
Here we have a 20
That is Java.
something Subaru Legacy, another legacy key. What does it look like? A Subaru. Now we have a Subaru 4-star key. And we have a Subaru legacy key. A Subaru Outback Legacy and Outback. So this key goes to a Subaru Impreza, and that goes to a Subaru Crosstrek, and this one goes to a Subaru Outback, and this one goes to a Subaru Outback Limited. It's a laser cut key. Alright, that's all of the keys that we have. Thank you for watching. Bye bye. And I'll see you in the next one.